Good morning, Hong Kong, and welcome back to another episode of Hong Kong Insurance 101. Last week, we discussed what exactly constitutes a broker. This week, we're looking at the other side of the intermediary coin and asking whether an agent actually represents your interests. Now, to many people, brokers and agents are very similar. You contact the intermediary and obtain insurance rather than go directly through the underwriter. In practice, though, the role and operations of an agent are extremely different from a broker. In order to understand exactly how an agent operates, it's probably helpful to look at the regulatory definition of a Hong Kong insurance agent, as stated by the Hong Kong Insurance Authority. Under the IA definition, licensed individual insurance agent means an individual who is granted a license by the IA under Section 64W of the Insurance Ordinance to carry on regulated activities in one or more lines of business as an agent of any authorized insurer. Now, in most respects, an agent is not so different from a broker. They are granted a license to advise and arrange insurance for customers. However, the principal and key difference between an agent and a broker lies in the fact that under the definition of an insurance agent in Hong Kong, the agent is contracted to the authorized insurer they work with. When it comes to how an agent approaches the market and is able to offer the products and policies in their portfolio, the key portion of the insurance authority definition which applies is that which dictates that the agent is an agent of any authorized insurer. With just 6 words to pay attention to, there is a great deal of content and meaning contained in this statement. Under the insurance authority definition, an insurance agent does not work for the customer who is approaching them to place a policy. In fact, the agent has no legal or fiduciary obligation to the policyholder beyond that which is required by the authorized insurance company underwriting the policy being sold. The agent is an agent of the insurer. They represent the interests of the insurance company for which they have an agency. To add to this, the definition of an agent itself contains limitations on the scope of the agency. By stating that the agent is an agent of any insurer, the licensing of an agent assumes that the agent will choose any underwriter from those authorized to operate within the market. In reality, this means that the agent is often tied to a single authorized insurance company. Because the agent is directly contracted to the insurance company, it is unlikely that the insurer would allow them to contract with a second competing underwriter. Remember, an agent represents the interest of the insurance company they are contracted to, not the interests of the customer placing the insurance. If an agent were to represent more than one insurer per line of business, there would be a fundamental conflict of interest as to which policy would be sold. So, for most cases, agents are extremely restricted in the insurers that they can work with. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong in choosing to use an agent to place your insurance coverage. There is a reason that agents sit alongside brokers in the Hong Kong insurance market. However, before contacting an agent, you should be fully informed about how they operate and understand that the agent you are speaking to is in no way legally obligated to represent you or your interests over those of the insurance company you are seeking to obtain insurance from. That's us for this week. As always, we hope you have a happy and healthy weekend. Remember to like and subscribe to stay current with all our content as it comes out. And don't forget to ask CCW. We're simplifying your insurance.